and welcome back to City Skylines. I am David, and we today are in the city of Doverton again. I will unpause it, but this is what I put in after the last episode. So we've got a second ferry terminal in over here, and a couple of bits of offices and some commercial buildings in here. I might have to put maybe some loads limited to low rise. But I think it looks alright in there. Anyway, that's what I did last time. In the previous episode, obviously we had this whole fun fair come in. It's been very popular at the moment. I decided I'd raise it up a bit, but it comes and goes. The number of people who are coming in. Anyway, we've got a few more cruise ships turning up. How many do we have here? Oh, only 100. Let's zoom out. Oh, we've got another one. They usually come in pairs, I think. So that's 900. Hang on a second. There's a third one. And a fourth one. So we're looking at 1100. And a fifth one. 1200 people coming in. All in pretty quick succession. Nothing in that direction. That's a lot of people coming in. I wonder how this bus line is handling. So if we come back up to the top zoom away to the top. I've got 18 buses on there, which seem to be doing more than enough at the moment. But I wonder how, because sometimes they can get a bit overwhelmed down here at this stop here when everyone comes pouring in. I wonder how they'll do after these 1200 turn up. Let's have a nice view. Oh, they're coming in. They're coming in. Just wait your turn. But no, he's desperate to get those 800 off. Okay, we've got a few coming from the bus to catch him on leaving. Okay. So it looks like we're taking 100 passengers. They're taking 100 passengers away. Oh, there they are, all milling around outside at the front. And off he goes. Okay, so we're taking another 230 away. That's 900 in, 330 out. It's a good exchange so far. It's probably going to struggle a bit because there's an awful lot of people to be coming in this crush down here. So we have that one. And another one coming in. We got 9, 10, 11, 12. So over 1,300 people coming into the city. That's a lot of tourists. It's a lot of tourists. Oh, here we go. Look at this big block of people who just... No, look, they're getting their cars out of their pockets now. I love watching them do this. Like, the cars just appear, boom, boom, boom. But, yeah, looks like a lot of them are just pouring round to this what's it called again? The bus stop. Loads and loads and loads of them. Just another big wave of them. How are you doing? We'll just check on see how the stops are doing. Oh, so we're already at 450. Basically 500 people here now. And we've still got a few more ships to come. We're only just over halfway through everyone. There, and they just keep on coming. You can see them coming in out from a distance. Another 100 going. 100, 100, 100. I don't know what you're doing there. 116. But it looks like we've got them all coming in now. We don't get many coming from this direction, I don't think. Oh, talking of that, here comes one. Oh, how's this bus stop doing? Okay. I mean, it should hopefully be fine. If they come in waves, they all just need to come in big bunches. These cruise ships. What I had never realised for such a long time, the cruise ships are apparently pack animals, so they can't travel anywhere alone. They always have to move in groups. Anyway, we probably should move on. We've watched enough cruise ships for now. I do find it very satisfying watching them all turn up. Oh no, there was 100 on that one too. Oh wow, that's another 1,000 turning up over there. It's going to be a busy city. Anyway, that's enough of that. We're 5 minutes in. Maybe less for you when I've edited this down, but I'm set it for 5 minutes, and all I've done is get cruise ships, lots and lots of people. So hopefully you can start making lots of money from our tourists and stuff. I wonder, one of the things that is how much money. Oh wow! So far we've made quite a lot of money out of our people coming in through ships. It's like $5.5 grand just from those cruise ships. It's a lot of money, particularly if that's got all these as expenses coming on here. What was I looking up in here? Oh wow, 79% traffic. That's high for us. Anyway, this episode, the plan is simple. We've got the harbour done. We've got the theme park done, the fun park, and we've got the and we've got the train terminal. So we're now actually going to make use of this and start connecting things up. And we're going to start aiming for that final landmark, that final milestone, that one last time to level up, to reach megalopolis. So all we need is another 6,500 people to move in, and we will be there. So anyway, that's what we're going to be aiming for. Either this episode or next episode, we'll hit it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to move this motorway around. So what I want, and you will come up in the next 3 or so episodes, is to have a huge area up here of high density modern building. I want a big park. So I'm doing it very much sort of New York, sort of Manhattan sort of vibe. So I want long grids, like long streets, like crisscrossing and stuff. Quite a few one-way roads, but a massive sort of city park put in the middle. So lots of sort of stuff added in there. Very much, as I'm calling it, a central park. Well, as I reckon, sort of close to a central park. And then up this side, I want a intercity sort of motor, not city, a inner city motorway or inner city bypass sort of coming up. And I'm going to put a metro line up the middle of it, just to have just lots of people who could be moving around up and down through that area there. So that's what I'm going to do. By the end of this episode, I will have stuff using this hub, metros and trains. Not necessarily finished article, but there will be stuff using it. You've heard it from me now. I will probably not do it because that's my standard MO, isn't it? You say I promise something and I don't deliver, but we will wait and see. Let's get on with this road building. Okay, so we've got one intersection in over here. Put another one in, I might put another coupling down here. We'll have a small one in over here, and it will be for this little area over here. Okay, so we've got one motor exit in down here, which will allow me now to develop this area in here. Might just put a quick roundabout over here, because this is going to be a busy area probably. Or we can just that all nice and level. We'll come around to fill that in a bit. What I'm thinking is over here, moving the metro line so it runs up parallel to the train line. And then people who want to can nip over the bridge and come around to the station over here. And that will also serve this whole area here. We could put a second station in up here, which can then have a transfer across with another line across this way. So that's where I'm going for now. I think if I move out 4 squares this far, when I come around to putting in metro station, yeah, that one will fit in there. So we go for the ground level one. I like things being above ground because then you can see what's going on. Oh, I still got all these. Yeah, so the other evening I was experimenting with the metro overhaul mod. It didn't always work to plan, but I thought, you know what we do? I thought for now I just put it back like this, so we have more vanilla, because otherwise it just got a bit confusing and a bit much. So I've just moved it. So I went back to I went back to dealing with it being very simple. And you know what? I think it's better this way for the moment. So we need to just do that. I'm just going to I don't know what. I don't know what was going on there. That was proper trippy. We go through and do this whole having sort of match the train line next to it. Got our metro line connected in down to the port, which is up nice. So now it's just a matter of getting these roads sorted out. So just trying to sort this out to reduce the number of pedestrian crossings on here. And then it's just, let's try and space out a few bits of sort of zoning for the buildings to get onto and stuff. So yeah, we can sort this bridge out quickly so we've got enough clearance underneath and try and get a nice smooth gradient. So that's looking nice. Let me just copy paste one of these supports over. Nope, get it in the right place. There we go. I think that looks good. Yep, should be plenty of clearance under there for the trains to get through. Get that all adjusted to the right height. There we go. It looks nice with all those parallel tracks running down under the bridge. There we go, to get them all sorted. Okay, now back to this. I'm just going to do a simple grid pattern again of through here, so we can maximise the number of buildings into the area. That's mainly because I want to have this being quite an inner city area again. So it's going to end up with the land. Well, in real life, the land value would be pretty high, as everyone would be trying to move in to this area, as it'd be quite central. Yeah, you're going to bring it all back to ground height, so it's all back up. And then you're going to persevere through. And I'll be back once I have this grid and everything is zoned laid out. The thing I did forget while I was building that all up was I connected the metro down to the port end, but I hadn't connected it around to the train terminal end. So I'll quickly just connect that up now. Let's get these two joined up, and I'll be back in a moment again. Well, I said I'd have a metro line in today, and here we go. One is in. Let's change this up. We've got all these new exciting metros to use. I don't know which one to go for. I'm spoiled for choice. We're just I put in a high capacity, and I want him in a navy blue. And we'll go down to, we'll leave it at that. We'll just There are a few things from that we needed to sort out. One was obviously that whoa distraction there. Sorry. Yeah, one thing was obviously that support that we crashed through with the metro train. Anyway, and a couple of other ones with like supply issues down in the port. Coming up here now, we're just putting a footbridge in over the metro line so people can get connected over, and one that goes underneath the bottom there. What caused it to freak out really badly there was when I tried upgrading the footpath through that park with like a concrete one, because I thought, have a nice concrete footpath so people could walk across the bridge in case it's raining. They don't have to walk through like muddy puddles and stuff. Try and make it a bit easier for anyone commuting by train. However, it had a bit of an issue and freaked out like that. Anyway, we're putting in a services. We've got a hospital down there, and then we have a nice square gap on here. We've got crematory, station, and hospital stuff all coming in over here. And the high school I want to open near the people, but the kids can come in to go into school and stuff. So that's this area got enough. Got a few parks there. And just be expanding the area out pretty much at the moment as we progress in. Okay, made a bit of an improvement there. We've got up to just over 85,000. Just 5,000 more to go until we hit where we want to be. So, next thing was, actually we'll just chuck a bit more housing in over here, I suppose. If we get this all, so we'll just zone it up a bit. Yeah, so yeah, if I get this all nicely zoned up, then I can move on and sort the other motorway intersection out. I'm going to put another motorway intersection in here in between the two we've already built. This one, as it's going to be like the main CBD entrance, it's going to be a very busy motorway junction that I'm expecting. So I'm going to do a big roundabout, and then I'm going to have it sort of lowered underneath the motorway. As usual, I'm using the gravel tracks to set out a guideline and start off the building of the roundabout, and then we can upgrade it to the road that I want. In this case, it'll be a three lane highway, sort of roundabout road. There we go, and I've upgraded the motorway going over the top to the bridges, lowered it down, and just sort of eyeballed it into a height that I think fitted. Again, just using these as guidelines to get all these set up. Nice. With this, Move It, as you can see, is an invaluable tool, setting up all the angles and stuff, and then for curving the roads later on to make it less janky. Node controller will also be useful in a bit, but at the moment we're just trying to smooth it all out to make it look like it fits in a bit more. Here we go. Off to that side you can see I have a toll booth. I'm using that as I can set it up as a straight line up through the city, so we can use it as a guideline for building up the rest of the roads in this district here, as it is going to be super highly developed and stuff as a CBD district. I want to literally waste no space, so it is going to be big grids, just long streets and stuff. I tried angling this first, didn't like it for that reason. It all needs to be nice, sharp, clean angles, so I'm going to do it like this instead. As always, Move It is an invaluable tool for setting up the gradient, trying to get it as smooth as possible. Once I've got the nodes in the correct order, it'll all work perfectly. Look at that. And now it's just node controller to try and smooth out the angles so people can have easier access or entrance and exit off the roundabout. Okay, and let's finish that off. This road will come around, connect on over this side. It could be less busy. I don't quite know. Oh, the bunkers and stuff. I was looking at it going, what are they? They're like a trench network and bunkers. But that's pretty cool. It probably all end up being deleted, unfortunately. But for now, what I'm going to do is just select these items and just lift them up to try and sort that kinkiness out in the motorway. So the blue's gone. That's all that. Oh, cool. So that. Well, we've got a nice, well-defended little corner of motorway there. If invasions were a thing in this game, then I'll be fine. Well, that would be a pretty cool thing to add into the game, having like military bases and stuff. Okay, we'll just adjust this roundabout here. It is getting quite busy by the new section. Get rid of all the pedestrian crossings and traffic going through, and just move the nodes around to try and ease people on and off the roundabout a bit easier. There you go, nice and simple all the way around. And we'll do a few on this one here to try and help the flow through here as well. That's all looking good. So back over in this area, what I think we need is like a bit of an interesting sort of plaza or square as you come out of the train station. Sort of an old historical buildings or monuments. So I'm looking through trying to find a plaza or a square that I haven't used before, and it's not too big, not too morbid, not too anything. So we've got this Plaza of the Dead and stuff, whatever it is, statue to grief. Don't really want that. This little one here I think would be pretty cool, like the Lafayette Square. Pop that in. There we go. I got there eventually. I decided I'm going to put a one-way road going around it, just box it off a bit. So I want to put a building behind it too. Something a bit oldie looking. The tax office is a bit too small. There is one other that I can think of. So we go for this one, the oppression office. We'll pop that in behind there. Nice. using a bit of movement, I think I'll try and raise it up a little bit so it sort of looks over the park and everything, make it a bit more imposing. I mean, after all, it's the officer's oppression office. That sounds like it's quite a serious thing. We'll raise the road to try and match it to those stairs at the front, and then try and make this park in front fit in so it doesn't look too janky. Raising it up just looks a bit weird. Maybe down a bit. Yeah, it goes back down. I think if we do leave it at that level, it sort of works like that. It looks a bit like there's a wall going round and stairs going down in places. Just have to use our imagination a bit more. It's not ideal, but it... Old building with a big grand train station and square. Something that you come out of the train and go, ooh, we're in the city, it looks nice. Just get some electricity over here. There we go. There we go, that should get some electricity over there. The other thing I wanted to do was connect this roundabout onto the road going up to that new district I just put in. So I'm going to use the same avenue going up here, and then just use the one-way roads to connect on bridges over the train line with a bit of intersection marking tool and node controller to try and make this all fit in and look nice. So that was a bit of pavement, concrete and stuff. There we go, and try and have a smoother curve off the roundabout over there. Now this is going to be the challenging bit. I've got all these lines scanned. Some lines are lower, well, some of those lines on there were lowered down and stuff. So what I thought I'm going to do, instead of having it go up and over like you do in the old gym classes, is having it just go underneath everything, just lower a long way down, put everything on bridges. I think that just goes up a little bit to make it sort of a bit easier for the road. Yeah, I'm pleased with how that's going, how this is all going so far. It's nice and smooth. You could adjust these legs so that they all fit in the central medium and don't obstruct traffic in any way. There you go. Ooh. There you go. You've got to keep making sure they're all just all in the right place, making sure it all looks good, and using the smoothie tool to try and give the trains the easiest possible way to get across there. I think that's actually now looking pretty good. I'm pleased with how that's all looking. Just adjust this corner, try and make it a bit smoother. Yep. Yeah, I had the problem with a few of these things. Sort of changing back to their default setting every now and then when I jiggled around with them. But eventually, I think I've got this in a pretty good place, and I'm happy with how it looks. So now that's done, I just set this roundabout. I just do every single one of these entrances and exits with the lane marker or lane management the whole way around, and then there we go. So I'm pleased with how that's going so far. Okay, so I've left it running for a bit. I think I might have just put, oh no, I think it was just a blue van or something. I thought I might have seen a bit of the blue abyss under there. Anyway, yeah, I've left it running for a little bit, and I've just come back and I spotted that we are nearly at the 90,000 mark, which is exciting because that means we can have everything unlocked and can just go berserk. I was expecting at the rate that it took us to get to the last milestone, take us a couple of episodes to get there, but it appears like we are just going to run straight in there. We are making a lot of money. That's up at a weekly income of over 40 grand just then. It's back down to 30, but it's still looking good. But we need around 600 more people to come in. Also, I've put in a little bit more. I've neatened up the edges. I've put a bit of footpath. I put a fence around the top here because it's a bit of a drop into that road. Got a bit of an embankment down, so it will be a bit of a hazard. Similarly down over here, I've started putting a footbridge over here. We'll have another exit off over this side probably, but I thought I'll just pop this on here for now, so we can get it started, and then I'll just continue off over this way with a bit more residential. We make sure everything is falling into this zone that we had here. I need to start naming my zones again. I can start thinking about what I want them to be. So yeah, that's all one zone. Ooh, someone was unhappy there. There we go. I'm going to see if I can just get a road coming out the other side of this one. One side, what angle? Like, do I come out on like this angle and keep it level with the other one? Do I come out perpendicular? We need them. Do I come out perpendicular to the other one? I might come out on this one, out this way. So it all needs to go down to the road level. Nice and level. There we go. We'll get it there and connect it in. Now I was just wondering here, do I put a second metro stop in around here? Actually, you get those metro stops that can go on curves, like ones that don't need road. Well, maybe that would be quite a nifty one to put in there. I don't know. Let's have a look at our metro station. See how big he is. How big is this lad? If I get a road at the right angle, he could come in on that corner around here. Or does he just drop in up the end here? As you can tell, metro station up here 1, as that is now where he is. Let's get him hooked back in. So I'll just continue with the footpath back along next to the train line over here. Give more walking options for everyone to get through. So I'm going to sneak it round using Anarchy to get it underneath the library at the end there. Oh, better hook up that water for that station there. Now I just need to get some, I'll hook up under here and then I'm going to get some bridges up and over here to get people over nicely.
trying to find out how to get a nice location for this so that it doesn't look too janky or too steep. It's taking a bit of fiddling around with it, but I think we're getting there now. There we go. That's got it. So we've got one bridge end up over here. Oh, sorry, house, you're going to be got rid of. Put a nice little sneaky path in through there so people can cut through. That one again, you've got anarchy underneath the footpath around inside the library. And then you do an up and over, or up and under sort of footpath to get people across over here. Oh, yay, we hit that level. I'll address that later, or in just a moment. We're going to keep fiddling around with this bridge. We nearly had it, and then putting that last bit in just really pushed it into place we didn't really want it. And then another bridge up over here. God, look at all those trains going. I do really like seeing and watching these trains just run through this bridge section here. There's lots of different levels and angles for them to pass up and over each other. And quite often they're not getting in each other's way. So I think it's all looking pretty nice.
Anyway, we've reached the next milestone. We hit 90,000. I gave it a bit of a half-ass yay when it happened. But there it is, unreached. It should be all the new areas. I'm not quite sure why that's turned off. But we now have monuments, we now have, well, actually we had unique buildings anyway. But all these monuments should now be unlocked. We have a medical centre, a space elevator for lots more tourists, an Eden project. That's one, the Eden project reduces pollution. That's what I really want. This is probably what I'm going to be working on in my next episode. No, not next episode. It'll be in the next 2 or 3. I'm just going to be going all in on a few of those. But for now, I'm quite happy with where we are. We've increased the population. We're making a little bit of money. And we've finally got the train station being used. So until next time, this has been David. Ciao.